Peace, peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrative course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Right now, matter of fact, I just did a video on karmic cleanse and everything bubbling up to the top. And for the most part, it's a balance and accountability. We're not technically having to cleanse all of our karma before 2020 in that sense of it. But again, what we're doing right now will echo out into our group from here on out. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, like for instance, it's not like, oh, if you don't cleanse all your karma by now, then you're just dead meat, so to speak. Again, we have a whole lifetime, you know what I'm saying? Like, however long we're going to be here in this bodysuit, we have until that moment, you know what I'm saying, to constantly be cleansing our karmic energy, you know what I'm saying? And more so also constantly making sure we're not adding no karmic energies back onto our plate, you know what I'm saying? Because as we're growing, releasing these certain things, if we're not consciously aware and working on our subconscious, certain things could pop back in there. Certain things that we done released and let go could come back into our realm. And again, it's all about being light as a feather, or should I say your heart being light as a feather, for you to pass into the into the next realm, into the next reality. You can't be holding on to dense energies within this reality. So again, and right now it's not like, all right, by 2020, because basically if it was like that, we all might as well transition at 2020 if you had to like have your karmic energy completely clear by 2020. But it's I not say but, and it's just important to be aware, to be working, doing the best that we can, to where we authentically know what we align with, as far as like doing our best and working to be our greatest version, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, again, it's just when we say being your greatest version, technically, again, you're already your greatest version. You're just constantly again releasing old karmic energies, and karma is cause and effect, you know what I'm saying? If you dealt with some dense energies in your past, quote unquote past, it's coming up to be released right now. And matter of fact, another little thing I came to me to speak on is time to go. You know what I'm saying? So we here for the experience, but some of us have had our experiences already in this stage, you know what I'm saying? So now is the exit exam, So the reason why a lot of us may be with our soul contracts, we signed up to be, I gotta say, we're no longer like, yeah, we're still in the experience of this realm, because we still are in a physical body. So it's not like we're stopping our whole experience just to meditate into the ethers, and just disappear out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? In that sense of it, it's just the aspect of us, being done with experiencing this realm within this lifetime. Like, again, we got our soul purpose within this life, whatever few little things we, checking off on. But for the most part, again, a lot of us, this is our last go around. This is, the exit exam. And also remembering being aware of the reverse psychology of some of these, movies and stuff like that, with the vampirism. Matter of fact, the vampires are the archons. The archons are the energies who are stuck within this realm in that sense of it, and could only, vampirize, could only eat from sucking off of your energy, and those energies, again, in certain movies, they personified as living forever. But again, you don't want to live forever in a temporary realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the end game, to be immortal in jail or in this prison, or within this temporary realm, within this dream realm, whatever you want to call it, within this matrix. You're not trying to be immortal in this matrix. That's why a lot of people balanced about being a breatharian or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, for the most part, and again, it helps. Like, don't get it twisted. There's all kind of different vibes. Again, catering to your unique vibration and your unique soul purpose within this realm of reality. Because some of us could get the job done without having to be a breatharian, and again, a lot of us, like some people, came down here to be that beacon, to say, hey, I'm gonna be a breatharian, to show others, to help myself first and foremost. By helping myself, I'll be that beacon that others could reflect upon to be breatharians as well. But again, it's like being the healthiest person in jail. It's just making sure subconsciously, again, you're releasing karmic energies, and subconsciously getting to a place where you know that this is a temporary realm, so you could transition out of it. And when you do transition, you're not going into the light and, oh, your family members go into the light. Nah, you're going into the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Because as a light, you're not trying to go back into somebody else's light, and get swallowed back into somebody else's light. You're going into that darkness. And again, that primordial darkness, that triple darkness of what we from, you know what I'm saying, or what we are in essence. Again, from the Gnostic scriptures, Sophia Pistis, the great mother from that story, but it has different names throughout different pantheons. But basically, the great mother, the triple darkness, Ain Sof, Ain Sof, and Ain Sof on top of the tree of life. Go look up the tree of life, and go look up the again, the triple darkness aspect before you at the top of the Keita Sephiroth. But again, we are that triple darkness on a human experience, and also with the aspect of separation being an illusion, and I'm gonna get into that. I almost slaughtered the information, but let me slow down a little bit. Back to, again, being immortal in a temporary realm. Like, that's not that's for vampires who trying to be immortal. They trying to suck up your energy to keep themselves going. We who are primordial beings and have that primordial essence, we could sustain ourselves without having to suck off for others' energy, in that sense of it. Hence why eventually things will get to a place of, people, connecting with energies without having to necessarily eat foods and things of this nature. But again, it's all on your soul purpose and what you know what I'm saying? Because I think about it by Behemoth, where he put out all these videos and all these, did all these lectures. He done did his work, so he ain't gotta be no breatharian in essence to, again, preserve his bodysuit to be the healthiest person in, in the imprisonment. But on the flip side, again, I say and on the flip side of this, it does help. Like, the cleaner you are, the more you could have a more clearer insight on certain things. But again, this clearness is a tool, but it's not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Just by being a breatharian, that ain't gonna help you to transition out of this realm. Again, and that hence why some people are more adamant about how healthy they are, quote unquote, and some just more so doing the work to make sure they have the awareness to transition out of this realm, and not necessarily caring so much about how healthy their bodysuit is. And again, also, memory is immortality. Taking our memory through the transitioning process. Hence, what a meditation and strengthening up our Taurus field. We're gonna talk about that aspect of the Taurus field, giving off the golden mean ratio. Like, when our magnetic lines within our Taurus field are in alignment with the golden mean ratio, and this is the science of it. This ain't the end all be all either. There's just parts of it as well. But it helps again when we alignment, because anybody, no matter who or what, everything will also go back to chakra health, and for the most part, tapping into some type of meditative state and breathing techniques. I don't give a fuck who you watch or whatever. They gonna speak on some type of chakra alignment, some type of reaching a meditative state to program your subconscious or to bring light into the body. In some way, form, or fashion, these things all line up. Also, being in the moment, like being now. The only thing that exists is right now, you know what I'm saying? And again, by being now, by aligning those chakras, doing the chakra work, releasing heavy karmic energies, it allows for the magnetic lines in our Taurus field, again, to, and should I say those waves or magnetic lines in our Taurus field to move in a golden mean ratio. When things move in a golden mean ratio, it allows for waves to come across each other, and I have a video just on the waves and destructive interference and constructive interference. But basically, when our magnetic lines are moving in a golden mean ratio, it causes constructive wave interference, meaning when those waves do clash or come across each other, they don't kill each other out. Hence like why they use that aspect of like when you quote unquote transition out of your bodysuit in the hospital thing. It's like it's flatline. The waves no longer moving. So again, strengthening our memory is how we hence why we again opening up our pineal and tapping into the Akashic records and looking at our past lives and getting these messages from higher self to realize what we already experienced, what we already done, and not to be repeating these things. And again, like my other videos spoke on, like these things coming up due to be cleared, what I'm saying? Not for you to relive it, but for you to clear and not keep going through it. And hence why it comes to you in lesson loops. And you feel some kind of way about it. You do feel blocked whenever these things keep coming into your realm, because this is old karmic energy that needs to be released. So again, just remembering that, for a lot of us, within this lifetime, it's time to go. We done had our experience, and again, and also counting this lifetime, we experiencing our last little experience in this lifetime, clearing out karmic energies, again, saving our inner universe, and it spreads out outwardly, because again, everything is interconnected. It's a balance within that reality of, again, because separation is illusion. It's about being balanced, harmonized, and whole. And matter of fact, hence why a lot of things get promoted about separation and hate in order to create emotional trauma, and emotional trauma is what these archons feed off of. But again, you created this a lot of us created this matrix, this hologram, because our soul essence is of the primordial mother, and the primordial mother, again from the Gnostic scriptures, created Yaldabaoth. If I'm saying it correctly, but basically the Lucifer aspect, or the Yahweh, because again, that's why the Bible take out the Gnostic scriptures and don't put in the book of Enoch, because they just want that little dry, at the beginning this was created and that was created, what I'm saying? And the 7 days analogies with the 7 chakras, 7 planets, also with the 7 stars in the Ursa Minor, again, because I had to correct myself, in the Little Dipper, what I'm saying, where Polaris is at, that pole star, is that northern, again, the celestial ship of the north from the book I was speaking on. But, again, it's time to move around, and again, what happened was Yaldabaoth was created without that primordial essence, and hence where the jealousy and the hatred, and that neglecting feeling come from, is from Yaldabaoth, feeling like, oh shit, my mom didn't give me that essence. And then again, on the flip side, didn't give Yaldabaoth that essence. So again, let's go back. Again, we are creators of this realm due to our soul spark being a part of the primordial mother who created Yaldabaoth. And you'll hear different people saying, like, again, you heard me say, we're like we in some type of chakra field or in some type of being. And technically, again, we're like a cell, within this experience. Again, our soul is something bigger, but within this experience in this human body, we are like a cell within, again, Yaldabaoth's body, or whatever, Lucifer body, in that sense of it. In the storyline, say Lucifer created this realm, but it's just more so for that storyline. We are inside the being, so technically the Great Mother created this realm, because the Great Mother created, the Lucifer aspect, or the Yaldabaoth aspect, and Lucifer going through feelings of jealousy, neglect, hate, and all these different energies, basically created the atmosphere of this realm even more, literally and figuratively, because the atmosphere is a sphere, you know what I'm saying? So again, all this energy within, this jealousy, all this, and hence as above so below, why we, working out certain little energies within our inner universe. But again, we are like the that true essence, you know what I'm saying? Again, because once from the Gnostic paper, Sophia Pistis, or the Great Mother, created Yaldabaoth, and Yaldabaoth going into, its jealous vibe or whatever, the primordial mother was like, all right, to throw things off, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put my essence into these beasts, aka these humans. And hence why also even more jealousy, because imagine if your mama created you without her primordial essence, but then gonna put that primordial essence in the little humans that you created. Because again, the human aspect is created by Yaldabaoth, but again, it all technically goes back to us, in the bigger macrocosmic scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? So again, as above, so below, we are the soul within the body, and the body is soulless, you know what I'm saying? Again, Yaldabaoth energy, this matrix, this temporary matrix is a soulless aspect, and hence why there are certain archonic energies to try to pull off of your energy, because it doesn't have the essence to create its own energy. And we are like cells in Lucifer body, or Yaldabaoth, again, whatever terminology. And again, there's no good, bad, right or wrong, all that human moralistic shit. This is a part of the experience, you know what I'm saying? But that's the whole aspect. Matter of fact, give me 1 second, I gotta go check these garbanzo beans. heating up some garbanzo beans with some homemade hummus on my human experience. Speaking of experience, you know. But again, even eating food, like that's all the illusion, you know what I'm saying? Hence why, again, the whole connection with the breatharian aspect. But, yeah, again, let's say, time to go. A lot of us done did this experience already, and that doesn't mean that, again, within this lifetime, we're just drawing back and going into the mountains and not doing anything. Because then, again, we got to do what we resonate with. Hence why, again, it's all about being in the moment, tapping into your inner Akashic records, and seeing what, as a soul, that you chose to do within this realm and reality within this lifetime. You know, and it's uniquely, uniquely different for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it may have like a collective, common aspect in essence, but for the most part, we all going about it in a unique manner. Like I always bring up a potluck. You know, everybody's bringing something different to the potluck. Hence why also it creates the experience in the first place. You know, but that's basically it, y'all. Again, that whole aspect. Well, when we say we created, you know, just to give more insight on that aspect too, you know, and again, these stories of like, you know, Yaldabaoth and Sophia, you know, it's just names given to these situations so our conscious mind could grasp these higher aspects, you know, because again, we existed before even words existed, you know what I'm saying? This could be better explained through, in essence, telepathic messages, you know what I'm saying? Without using words for this. So, you know, you had that aspect as well. But, you know, that's basically it. Again, just remember, you know, now is the exit exam for a lot of us. We exiting school. We done played the game. Got our what is our little shirts saying we, you know, I've been to Astro World, I've been to Chuck E. Cheese, I've been, you know. Now it's time to get the fuck I'm out of here. You know. But yeah. That's basically it. Just wanted to share that aspect. And again, check out my video on Prime Audio, Snakes on the Plane. If you type in universal snakes or universal frequencies, snakes on the plane, it'll pop up. And also, again, for algorithm reasons, not to just, I don't care. Like again, with part of the 4 agreements, not taking anything personal, whether it's a compliment or an insult. You know, we shouldn't even take compliments personal. You know, again, yeah, of course I'm appreciate, you know, any compliment, but for one, some people give compliments to get compliments back. Like some people say I love you when they don't even love themselves, but they say it to you so you could give some love back. Hence again, back to that vamping aspect, you know. And what else? Well, yeah, not taking compliments personal. So as I say this, you know, about like hitting the like, you know, if you really vibe with the videos, you know, hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? And it creates, again, the aspect of bringing my videos up more, because now I done got to the point where they basically kind of like low-key blackballing my videos, where when you search universal frequencies, all kind of other shit that is not as relevant as my videos is coming up, you know. Yep, not as relevant. You know, but definitely, again, hit the like button if you're liking the videos. Also making sure you hit the little bell notification so you get notified whenever I post new videos and do lives. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Again, all up on your own free will. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're feeling it. And any and all donations is greatly appreciated. Got the donation links under all my videos. So, yeah. More to come. Peace, peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrator course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past.